Om Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakrito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyoma Madhyapta Dehaye Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahavir Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vapranaschakshishrottramato balamindriyani cha sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirate Ye Upanishads dharmaha Te mayi santu Te mayi santu Om Shanti 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 Yen manasa namanute Ye nahur manomatam Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi Nedameditam upasate Yati manasa na manute Kopi na manute One does not objectify by the mind by which the vastu that is not, vastu means the reality, that one cannot objectify by the mind, by which one can say because of the presence of whom the mind matam iti ahuhu. It's a very peculiar sentence. Matam iti ahuhu. People say, what is happening in the mind is known. Matam iti ahuhu. People. Nobody can objectify what, by whose presence, on the other hand, what happens in the mind is known. Iti people say. That vastu, eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, is, understand that to be Brahman. That vastu is indeed Brahman. Brahmaiva tad asti. This is I am Atma Brahma. That is indeed Brahman. There is no other Brahman. That is indeed Brahman, Jagat Karanam, the cause of this entire world, the limitless. Understand that to be Brahman. That to be the Atma. Nedam meditam upasate janaha. Not people think as themselves. That which is idantaya gruhyate, that which is understood by you as an object of your knowledge, that is not Atma. That is objectified by you. Therefore, Atma is not this one. Understand that self is to be as Brahman. Tadeva Brahmatvam Viddhi. Tad Brahmaiva Tvam Viddhi. Tadeva Brahma Tad Tvam Asi. In other words, you are that Brahman. In these discussions, a few more sentences we can see and then integrate that. Tatra na chakshur gacchati navag gacchati no manaha na vidmaha na vijanimaha yata yetat anushishyat. Only this much you will take. Na tatra chakshur gacchati navag gacchati no manaha. Tatra tasmin atmani. That which was said as shrotrasya shrotram. that which is the ear of the ear, eye of the eye, tatra, tasmin, with reference to that vastu, that reality, chakshuhu na gacchati. I cannot go anywhere near. Means eyes don't objectify obvious, because of which eyes are eyes. That is why chakshushas chakshu. Chakshur na gacchati. Na vag gacchati. Words cannot go. As vachya, word can go, means word can objectify, can reveal an object which is within the range of expression, words access, words of access to an object falling within certain range. Jati, guna, kriya, sambandha. We have analyzed the axis of words, where the words have entry. There are certain things out of bounds for words. The word should not make an attempt. Tree, when you say, you have an understanding. Tree, the word, yet tree, that is a Vyakti, a member of the tree group. Tree, it doesn't reveal one object. It reveals the whole group, species. Tree. Whatever be the tree, you will recognize it as tree. There are many members belonging to the tree group. Cell. There are many cells. But cell, there is a cell group. Then you say liver cell. So particular, again within that, again there are other cells within the liver itself. There are different parts of the liver. All of them are liver cells. Therefore, jati within a jati. Jati is a group. So group within a group you have. This is how the differences are wrought. So this is jati vachanam. Therefore you can talk about it, the words of access, talking about a tree. Then you can say live tree, tall tree, wild tree. Not cultivated by anybody, just apne aap tree. Very tough tree, strong tree. My tree. So this so you have guna. Guna. Guna means attribute. Kriya. Kriya means action. Wherever there is action possible. It's a growing tree. The growing is an action. Growing tree. All types of action, past action, present action, future action. Wherever action is possible. The word can convey intentions also. In terms of action, gaccha, go. Agaccha, please come. Action. Then sambandha, the relationship. Son, daughter, father, mother, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, citizen. Is it always off? Sambandha. The relationship. Even you can reveal an object by action. When you say is a cook, by the action of cooking, then is a cook. The driver is a supervisor. By the act of supervising, he gains the status of supervisor. So you reveal the fellow, saying as supervisor, as an engineer, etc. Through action you can inform, through guna you can inform, through sambandha you can inform. By jati you can inform. Reveal an object also. These are all word access. All these things have they allow the words to have access to. Now this Brahman, Navag Gacchati, words cannot reach because the words have to reveal the truth of Atma. Truth of the Atma is what it is, not available for objectification, where words have no access to. because it's unlike anything that you know. Words are drawn from our experiences. Words are meant or gathered first by experiencing certain things, and then we name them. We keep on naming them. Even heavenly description, you can understand heavenly description. And suppose in the heaven there is, you have lot of dance, we know dance. Lot of music, you know music. But that music is different, we know what is different. And known music, and it is more different from what we know. It is out of the world. Okay, out of the world. Out of world music. So with whatever words we have got alone, there is a description. So we can understand. So they have to depend entirely upon, the Veda has to depend upon our words. Our own words, what we have gathered. Or the Veda has to educate us. This is like this, that is like that. But then when you describe, the description is always through known words, like looking into dictionary. When we were going to school, and we were taught English through Tamil. And therefore we had no other way. Only language we knew that it is Tamil. And then the another language we were trying to learn was Sanskrit. The another language was this English. Second language. Third language was Sanskrit. Understand? And so how will they teach? Ask you to look into dictionary. So you look into, for one word you want to find out the meaning. So English dictionary. That's the only dictionary we have. New model English dictionary. And so you see one word, the meaning of one word, and there are so many words. Now every word we don't know. Then every word we don't know, therefore every word we will see. And when they explain this particular word, our original word that we really look for, the meaning for which, so we looked into dictionary, that word becomes the meaning of this word. This is our good old Anyonya Ashraya. So unless I know this word, I cannot know that word. Unless I know that word, I cannot know this word. But the author is very happy. He has explained everything. So we have no progress. We are at the same point. Square one. We were ignorant of the word, we remain ignorant of the word. We passed the exam. So this is called the miracle. And the miracle took place because the examiner also did not know anything. That's our hope. our prayer, our thangai. So this. That's how it is. So how will you ever describe something that you do not know? Through known words. Some idea we can get. Amritamai irundhuduna. So they say Amrit jaisa hai. Amrit, did you ever take? It's called Drishtanta. An example is called Drishtanta. Drishta sadrishaha. Antaha means sadrishaha. Drishta sadrishaha, drishta tulyaha. So that which is equal to what is known to you, what is seen by you, what is experienced by you. And often we hear this, it's like Amritam. Amritam means nectar. What nectar? Is it all your, not this fruit nectarine? It's not that. Nectar, Amritam, heaven, nectar. You take one drop, you will be immortal. And it's out of the world, okay? Out of the world, it's taste, a nectar. They use this example. It's like nectar. I generally ask this question, oh, nectar. When did you experience nectar? When did you experience nectar? No, just that's not drishtanta. Shrutanta. Something you have heard about it in the books. There is no nectar drishtanta. All loose. It's called pajama talking. Pajama is very loose. And in talking also, very loose talking is all. Mind also is loose, pajama. Talking also pajama. All loose. That won't work in Vedanta. That is okay. That is okay. You can pass to become a son-in-law. That's okay. But that won't work. In Vedanta, it won't work. So these are our words, whatever language it is, we have certain words. All cull from our experience or somebody's experience. So within the range of experience, which we try to express through words, jati, guna, kriya, sambandha. Suppose, just put on suppose, there is a vastu, a reality, something that is there. Other than that doesn't exist. Vijati doesn't exist. So you can't distinguish this from other things because there is no sambandha, there is no connection. Other than that doesn't exist. No sambandha. Sajati doesn't exist. Like this, another thing doesn't exist. So like this, another one doesn't exist. Therefore, you can't point out the jati vachanam like tree. You can't say Brahman. Oh, these are all Brahmans. You can't say, ஒண்ணுக்கே ஆபத்து இதில் இதெல்லாம் வேறு. So these are all Brahmans, you cannot say. There is no jati. You can't distinguish this from everything else because there is nothing other than that for you to distinguish. Words become dumb. If Brahman doesn't allow itself to have anything other than itself, then guna has no value. Adjective has no value. Adjective is a value is only when there are more members belonging to the same group. So there is a short tree, there is a tall tree, there is a dead tree, there is a live tree. Therefore you can say this is a live tree, this is a tall tree. There is no second thing at all. When there is no second thing, you don't require to qualify it. An adjective is necessary to distinguish an object from other members belonging to the same group. And therefore, guna is not there. Sambandha is not there because there is no connection. There is no father Brahman, there is no mother Brahman. There is no son Brahman, there is no daughter Brahman. There is no, second thing is not there. Sambandha, relationship, you can't talk about. Therefore, action also you cannot talk about because it doesn't undergo any change. Now it is walking, now it is sitting, there is no such thing. Sitting Brahman, walking Brahman, doing Brahman, not doing Brahman. Kuch nahi hai. Therefore, words all make a return. Yad vacha anabhyutitam yena vakabhyudyate. So it is not available. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Words all come back from what? Along with the mind also. Mind also cannot, in manasana manute. Mind and words, both of them come back. Sometimes words cannot express. Senses can give you some knowledge to your mind. Mind and senses can objectify. Like sweet. What is sweet? Describe by words. Come on. Describe by words. Words. Describe. Sweet. Sweet. What is sweet? Sweet, you know. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know, that's why I'm asking you what is sweet. Don't tell me you know. I don't know. You know what sweet is. I don't know. I want you to express what is sweet.
Adjective.
An adjective is correct. You assume that I know what is sweet. I want to know what is sweet. What is sweet? Sweet, you know, Swamiji. All right, you at least talk about bitterness. What is bitterness? Bitterness? You know, sometimes there are people who always look like that. Therefore, it, it doesn't convey anything to me. Through words you express. You can't express. Saraswatyapi bhaktum na shakyate. There is an expression like that. Even goddess of language cannot express it. But then, if we give the person a sugar crystal, ask the person to taste it. What do you taste? That is called sweet. Let us, both of us, call it sweet. That's how we have been using language. You call it sweet, I call it sweet, therefore that's sweet. Suppose instead of the word sweet in English language, suppose, it's called beet, baboot. Simply just some name, some baboot. What is this baboot? Oh, baboot. So we understand each other. Baboot is enough. Baboot. Some of these musicians, in India, they while the concert is on, and he'll take some hot water or whatever. And he will tell his shishya, so give some baboot. Nobody knows what is baboot. Or known words they will give. So garam pani de do. That's garam pani. Garam pani. Garam pani means garam pani. It's hot water. Garam pani means it's different. And he will have glass like this only. So nobody can see what is going on. So he'll take this. People think that he is taking water. And openly he will say, garam pani de do. Garam pani. Garam pani de do. So that's a code word. Garam. So for two people, you see, it takes two people to communicate. Two people, you have to accept. If you don't have the second person and you communicate, then it's a different thing. That's a different. So garam, ho gaya. That's what language is about. All these are known things, objectifiable. Even though by language, by words, I cannot express what sweetness is, what bitterness is, what sourness is, what love is, what compassion is, anything worthwhile communication, you cannot express. And what else you communicate? Chair, table, pen, book, this is all what you can. Objects. That also, if you look into it, all Vedanta it becomes. Therefore, words have no access even to emotions, certain abstract qualities. What to talk about sajatiya vijatiya swagata veda rahitaha sambandha rahitaha kriya rahitaha, that which is not subject to change, negation. Any connection, not duality, therefore words have no access. Therefore, yad vacha anabhyutitam, beyond words. True. But you don't need words. You don't need words. Why? Because this is one thing because of which all words come alive. By what words come alive? Thoughts come alive. Itself is free from words. Because it is self-evident. Shrotrasya shrotram. Vacho hi vacham. Yad vacha anabhyutitam. You see me. This is a perception. So in this perception, the object that is Swami has to be lighted. I am not self-effulgent, self-evident. It's not that shining Swami. The body is shining isotope. It's not shining. It has to reflect light. Then only eyes can see. Okay? This is an imagery. So without light, eyes cannot see. Either the object of sight itself a source of light, or it reflects light. This they made use of it very well. It should be a source of light by either reflecting or swayam. The object has to shine. It has got to shine. That's the imagery. Either reflecting light it shines, or itself a source of light. Suppose there is a lamp here, you will see that you don't require a flashlight to look at the lamp. And so this body is shining. Shining after a source of light. A source of light is shining. For you, it comes to light. That's because eyes light up. Now you leave the light. Physical light we are leaving behind. And eyes light up. Eyes light up a source of light. Therefore, chakshuhu bhati, and the lamp that is shining, in fact, anubhati. In the sense, it comes to light because of light in your eyes. But that light is no more physical light. Traveling so many thousands of miles per second. That physical light is given up. Is the light of consciousness. Again, they commit mistakes here because we are talking about the light, inner light. I would like to see the inner light. They think some kind of a light. The mind is lighted, some bulb. Then fuse ho gaya. And so, we give up the physical light, the light of consciousness. Why do you use the light? I need not use the light at all. As an example, for you to understand, you need light to see. That's the imagery. And even to see the light, you need light. It's an extension of the imagery. But in fact, it's the light of consciousness. Again, consciousness, you have to understand what it is. What is consciousness? If somebody asks the question, you had it. No answer. It is the same thing like what is sweetness? What is sweetness? What is consciousness? You know consciousness? I don't know, I'm asking you. What is consciousness? Swamiji, consciousness, because of which I see you. Now look at this. Because of which I see you. You see me. You see me, I see you, consciousness. You see me, consciousness, common. It becomes common. Therefore, anybody sees. Even an owl sees. That is a consciousness. The owl eye is different. And therefore, what does it see, etc., you have to do research. It's all guesswork. What does it see? We don't know. Does it see color? In bullfighting, the bullfighter has got a red rag. The red rag is meant for you. The red color is meant for you. So that it's very colorful. Because bull doesn't see a color. Again, it's all the research, and then they have found out whether color makes no difference. They have found out. And therefore, we have, in English, there is an expression, this is a red rag for him. For a scientist, the word creation is a red rag. I use the word red rag. Red rag means the bull attacks. The rag alone, it takes the rag for something else, the human being for something else. It attacks, it's all adhyasa. It's not only the human being alone commits mistakes and then begin solving problems which don't exist. Poor bull also is attacking a rag. We have to educate the bull. Hey, come on, don't waste. You get killed. Don't do all this. You just walk away. We have to tell that. You have no issue there. Don't do anything. I can't teach that. Guru abhavat. Guru has to tell. You have no issue, don't attack. They don't even see anything. Colorblind. We guesswork. We do all this guesswork only. We make inferences that they don't see colors by experiments. Here, the what I see in the what I see is always a source of light, either borrowed light or direct light, source of light. Then we leave behind the light. Light of consciousness. What is consciousness? Because of which you see, you hear, the eyes see. What do they see? We don't know, as I told you. All guesswork. Owls, what they see, we don't know. But they see. That we can very easily arrive at. That sight takes place. Because of what? Let us call it consciousness. Chaitanyam. In Sanskrit we say Chaitanyam. And in Sanskrit, in English we will say consciousness. So there is no object called consciousness. People talk as though it is known to everybody. It is unknown. But I can say, Shrotrasya Shrotram Yena, by which everything is objectified, itself is not objectified. Everything is known. Ears can hear, eyes can see, mind can think, mind can cognize an object. Itself is not cognized, objectified by the mind. What is that? The meaning of the word is you. The meaning of the word by which the mind is able to cognize, eye is able to see, eye seeing, cognition of sight takes place, ears hearing, and the cognition of sound, perception of sound takes place. The mind thinking, inference takes place. The recollecting mind, recalling, a recollection takes place. the storing mind, storing information, mind stores because of what? Doubting mind, emoting mind, knowing mind does what it does because of what? That is not memory, that is not recollection, that is not decision, that is not an emotion without which there is no emotion, no desire, no mentation, no activity of the mind. And therefore no perception of the senses. That is shrotrasya shrotram, chakshusya chakshu, manaso manaha. What is it? And that is what we say, atma, swarupa. Atma means swarupaha. It's not some entity. This I is another prowl. The I, you just, when you say I, a vertical line is there. I. Therefore, inside you think there is one I. Like some of these worms, some of these the bacteria, some of them like that, only like a stick, straight line. So Atma. Atma is Swarupa. What is Swarupa? Atma. And therefore, the Swarupa, that which self reveals. It has got to self reveal. Therefore, when Swami is sitting here, Swami consciousness, eyesight consciousness, sound consciousness, taste consciousness, touch consciousness, emotion consciousness, smell consciousness, of course, and emotion consciousness, desire consciousness, decision consciousness, an object knowledge consciousness. There is nothing beyond, really speaking. Because it is very much present. Behind the eyes, behind the ears, behind the mind. Anything you do, it is present all the time. Then beyond kya hai? There is nothing beyond. We will see that again later. And therefore, that which is the Swarupa of, like the Swarupa of your shirt is fabric, and the Swarupa of fabric yarn, and the Swarupa of yarn is fiber. The Swarupa of fiber, molecule. The Swarupa of molecule is atom. The Swarupa of atom is particle. The Swarupa of particle is consciousness. Not at the bottom, substratum. There is no substratum all the way. Shrotrasya shrotra. This kind of thinking is avoided. We always think there is substratum. You have to remove all this in order to see Atma. There is shirt consciousness. There is fabric consciousness. There is yarn consciousness. And there is fiber consciousness. There is molecule consciousness. There is atom consciousness. There is no substratum. All the way. So this is what we say, the meaning. That is the meaning of the word consciousness. You don't need any meaning because you are not seeing the meaning of the word consciousness as a meaning of the word, because of which you see all meanings. That is self-revealing, self-evident consciousness, which is the Swarupa of Atma, all the way, wherever you are. At any point it is the same. Therefore, vacho hi vacham, and like this, keep on. We can get stuck here, but still, there is nothing to, no hurry here. Na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vag gacchati, no manaha. Yad vacha nabhyutitam, yena vag abhyudyate, yen manasana manute, ye nagur manomatam, yat chakshusha pashyati, yena chakshu gumsi pashyati. Then yat shrotrena na shrunoti, yena shrotram idam shrutam, yat pranena na praniti, yena pranaha praniyate. These are all the same words. It's not sustained by what? By whose presence everything is sustained. That vastu, self-revealing vastu, is pointed out as shrotrasya shrotram, manaso manaha iti. The eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, prana of prana, vak of vak, like this. Itself is not the faculty, is not the functionary, without which there is no functionary. And tadeva brahmatvam viddhi, that is indeed you, and that you is Brahman. And that is you. Not what the people think about themselves. That's not you. This is really you. Iti, there is a correction of a mistake and revealing of what you are. It's self-revealing really. The negation is important in the teaching. The negation of what do you consider yourself to be is the teaching. That sets you up. So when it says that is Brahman, that is you, that is self-evident. So more of this we'll see when we come back. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.